Could I see
She
Peach?
was gonna jump there, and she was like, oh.
Oh, you're gonna sit there? Fuck it. It's alright, we're best friends.
Hey, it's Sue.
And Megan in the restricted section.
And today we're doing the Drunk Book Tag.
Drunk book tag.
And this was created by Julie from Pages and Pens and Chelsea from Chelsea Doling Reads.
Tag by Julie.
From Pages and Pens.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And my cat's behind us knocking
Lily.
everything off the shelf.
What did you do to knock down?
It was a candle. Yeah, so this tag's all about drinking.
All about drinking.
We're having a beer.
We are.
Which is the 90 shilling ale from Odell Brewing.
Yeah.
And we also thought, since it's the drunk book tag,
We would maybe do one of our favorite shots.
yeah, which is a buttery nipples. So we got some little Baileys because
We don't
drink
liquor.
a lot of liquor.
No. And we
then
have some butter shots.
some butter shots. All you do for a buttery nipple is you do half Bailey's Irish cream,
And
or whatever
half-
Irish cream.
Yeah, whatever kind of Irish cream you want. And half butterscotch schnapps.
So we're gonna make us some buttery nipples right
Butter
now.
nipples.
And then top it with Bailey's.
Okay.
And you got you a delicious buttery nipple.
Delicious.
Cheers.
Oh god, I haven't had a shot in so long.
Mmm. They're tasty.
They're very tasty.
They taste like butterscotch
Mmm.
and creamy.
And creamy.
So good. Alright, so let's get into the tag now.
Let's do it.
So the first question is wine coolers.
And that is, you're 16 and you finally managed to sneak one of your mom's Smirnoff Ices. What is one of your most guilty pleasure reads?
And I said fan fiction. I like to read, I pretty much only read DSTL fan fiction.
That's fair.
Which is Dean and Castiel from Supernatural. I'm not like a big like shipper of that. Honestly, I just like reading smutty stuff. And if it was any two characters, I'd probably still like it.
Be all for it.
But you know, I like those two characters and I don't mind reading about them getting it on.
Yeah, they're both very attractive.
Pretty hot dudes.
Yeah, getting it on.
So, yeah.
I said these little, like, I have the Daria Diaries and then the Daria Database.
Caligula, don't pump your sister!
Oh, gross.
I mean, his name's Caligula, so what do you expect?
That's what he does. But yeah, so these are not like really guilty pleasure reads per se, but they're kind of like silly and gimmicky. But I love like anything like this. Like if there's a show that I like and you can get like stuff like this for it, I am all about it. I love it. So I would say, I don't know, extraneous lore shit. I don't know what to call it.
Next is beer. You've made it to college and are hosting your first kegger.
Pick your favorite new adult or college-aged book. And I think we may have picked the same one.
Did we? Well, I had to look up new adult. I did not know that that was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't either. And I was like, I don't know, I feel like this probably fits.
Yeah, so I think we both chose the Rules of Attraction.
Yeah,
we
by
have
Bret
two
Easton Ellis.
different editions.
We do.
Mine's the movie edition, actually, but it still looks kind of cool.
It does look cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. It's definitely about terrible people and
Yeah, it is.
you don't like anybody.
No, they're just really selfish and
Yeah, but
immature people.
I thought it was good and funny.
I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I blew through it pretty fast, so.
Okay, next is Tequila. You partied too hard last night and drank a little too much Jose Cuervo.
What's a book that you never want to see again, or your least favorite book?
Now, I love Tequila.
Ooh.
Just FYI, I definitely would like to see Tequila again. But a book that I would love to never see again is The Heart Does Not Grow Back by Fred Venturini. Because I just feel like the more I think about the book, the more I hate it. So I hate it more now than I did right when I finished it.
That's a sign of a truly bad book.
Yeah, I really don't want to see that book ever again.
That's fair.
It had a cool cover, but that almost makes me hate it more.
Shit ass book. I don't want to see Tequila again because Tequila makes Megan a mess. I said A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara for this one because god damn, I just don't think my psyche could handle reading that again. Like, that book is like very traumatizing.
Yeah.
Nah, son.
Next is Beer Bong.
What's a book that you read super fast?
The book I read super fast was Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. Caligula.
Quiggle Bear.
Just being ridiculous.
Quiggle Bean.
But I read that super fast, partially because it was quite compelling, and also because I needed to finish it by the next day for a book club.
I said Alice by Christina Henry. This was a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, and it was very compelling, and I really enjoyed it. So I read it really fast.
Okay, next is Spring Break. You've thrown your inhibitions to the wind and end up having a sexy night you'll never forget.
What is your favorite smutty read?
And I, again, said fanfiction.
There you go. DCL.
That's pretty much the only smut I do read. But I will read, like, I'll just read the same ones over and over sometimes.
Yeah.
If I just want, like, something smutty and fun to read. That's actually, like, the past couple months I've been saying I'm in a reading slump and I haven't been reading a lot of books. I've been reading a lot of fanfiction is what has been happening.
Do you just have
I've
it
been
online?
reading. Yeah.
I said Hotter Blood, because this is about the only smut that I read, and this shit's fucked up. It's horror smut. So...
There's some fucked up fan fiction too.
Really?
I'll have to show you how to like read the tabs and stuff if you start reading it, because when I first started reading fan fiction, I didn't really realize that there was like tags and stuff that you should pay attention to.
Oh.
And so I'd end up reading this fucked up stuff, and I'm like, why do people write this?
This is fucked up.
Yeah, because I read it like, I want happy, smutty fanfics. I
Yeah.
don't like the dark ones where they're like serial killers.
No.
That's fucked up. I don't like the rapey ones. I don't like the
Oh.
slave and master ones. No, I
No.
want like a happy good,
Happy, good time.
a rom-com, smutty fanfiction.
See, I don't mind like horror-themed smut, but I don't want rapey.
No.
There's a rapey story in that Hotter Blood collection, and I read it and I was like,
I'm not gonna
do
talk
this.
about that one.
No.
Alright, next is Screwdriver.
What's the most twisted book you've ever read? The heh is included.
You didn't pick Hotter Blood for this one?
No. I don't want to pick it more than once.
I chose Dolly City by Orly Castell Bloom. Translated by someone. Dahlia Bilu. And yeah, this was really, some really weird shit happens.
This is really weird shit.
And it's not like super explicitly described, so it wasn't super disturbing to me. Maybe if I had children it might have been more disturbing, because she like performs all these unnecessary, she finds a baby, she performs a bunch of unnecessary surgeries on this baby. It says on the back that it's like the archetype of a Jewish mother. I don't really know much about Jewish mothers, but it is like, you know, she's like being extremely overprotective while also terribly abusing her child. I was just like
That's pretty
really
fucked up.
messed up shit, but I actually really liked that book.
It sounds interesting. Like,
Yeah.
I would read it. I said The Library at Mount Char by Scott Hawkins because this book is just really, really weird. There's a lot of weird shit that happens in here, and there's some fucked up stuff that happens in here too. But I loved this book.
Next is Long Island Iced Tea, the melting pot of alcoholic beverages.
What is one of your favorite diverse reads?
And I said the Xenogenesis series by Octavia Butler. Very diverse sci-fi series. Not only does it have people of color, but also aliens of different gender types.
Yeah.
And
That transcend
so,
traditional gender types.
right.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite diverse and is so good.
So fucking
Loved
good.
it so
Funny.
much.
So good. And I said Exit West by Mohsin Hamid because I thought this was really beautifully written. It was a unique writing style. And it's about a couple who kind of flee their home country and end up in several different places. So it's an immigrant narrative, and like a refugee narrative as well. So I thought it was pretty diverse, and I really enjoyed it.
All right, next is Sex on the Beach, a drink that's great in theory, but wasn't exactly all it's cracked up to be.
And that is, what is a book that just didn't live up to the hype?
And I said Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit by Jeanette Winterson. Lots of booktubers really rave about this one, and I don't think I liked her writing style very much. Like, she cuts to these, like, fairy tales, and I don't know, that just seemed unnecessary to me, I guess. Like, I mean, it was obvious that it was, like, paralleling what was happening in the main character's life, but it just seemed like really obvious parallels. So
yeah, like
I don't know.
Need that cut to a fairy tale.
I don't know. Maybe I just didn't get what she was doing there, but overall, I just found it kind of alright.
Very average.
Yeah.
I said Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. I can never say his name. I liked the movie, and I know a lot of people really like the book, but it just kind of fell short for me. It was really repetitive, and I know that that's sometimes like a stylistic choice, but I didn't feel like it worked in that book. I just kind of found it redundant and irritating, and it just wasn't that great.
Alright, next is wine. You've just gone through a rough breakup, so you park yourself in bed with your favorite bottle of wine, some ice cream, and a bucket for your tears.
Name a book that made you cry out all of your feels. And we again chose the same book.
We haven't talked about this book in a while, so I feel like we can bring it up again.
Yeah.
But The Shock of the Fall
by Nathan Filer.
Holy fuck. Like,
oh, so good.
Ugly tears. Also, since I've been talking about fan fiction, there is a DCL fan fiction that made me cry harder than this book did.
What?
It was so tragic and sad that I couldn't even read at times because I was crying so hard that I couldn't see. Like, if you're someone who reads DCL fanfiction, you probably know what I'm talking about because it's kind of infamous. It's called Twist and Shout. Just don't read it.
Don't read it.
Don't read it.
Oh, God.
Although, I mean, like, it was really good. It was really well written, but I was like, fuck this story.
You're going to have to tell me about it later.
Oh, it's so tragic.
I wanna know what it's about.
Last one. Strip Club.
What's the sexiest naked book?
I chose this copy of Batman the Killing Joke that I have because underneath, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's got this it's like embossed.
It's really cool.
And on the back there's it's a Joker playing card. And the side is embossed. Is that what you call it? Embossed? I don't know. But yeah, the cover is Batman and the Joker fighting kind of with like ha 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 all around. I don't know. It looks really cool. I don't know if you can really see it, but
that is really cool.
Trust me.
Trust me. And I didn't have a pick for this because I guess I don't have any sexy books. None of my books are sexy.
So that's it. Now, for the tagging.
Yeah.
The way this works is that you play Never Have I Ever with whoever tagged you.
Yes.
And however many fingers you put down is how many people you tag, I believe.
Right. So for however many things that you have done that the person who tags you has not done, then you tag a person.
Right. Or they also challenge you to tag at least 3 people.
Right.
But we're going to play Never Have I Ever with Julie.
Mm-hmm.
So let's pull up her video.
Speaking of that last question, I have never actually been to a strip club. Never have I ever used a fake ID to enter a drinking establishment. Because I'm adorable, they would let me in and let me drink because I'm very convincing. Never have I ever swapped out the dust jacket of a book so that other people didn't know what I was reading because I was ashamed of what I was reading. The same applies for only reading a book on your Nook because you're ashamed to read it in hardcover or paperback. Never have I ever read anything by Rick Riordan, and I probably never will. Number 5, and final, never have I ever is never have I ever tried absinthe.
No.
I've almost done that. I challenge all of you who want to do this tag to do it.
Okay, so we only put one each down.
Right.
But we're still going to tag 3 people.
Yes.
So, we're going to tag the Drunken Library.
Well, yeah, because Sam and Amber are going to be
of course.
all about this.
And then we're also going to tag Drinking by My Shelf.
This seems perfect for you.
Yeah. We're not sure who all has been tagged already, so.
So bear with us.
And then we're also going to tag Olive.
From a book Olive.
A book Olive. She sometimes gets her drink on.
Get your
in a
drink
video.
on and do this tag. Yeah.
So those are the 3 people we're going to tag. And that's it.
So now we have to do
we have to do Never Have I Ever.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
So put up 5 fingers, and for everything that you've done that we say we've never done, put down a finger. And that's however many fingers you put down, that's how many people you tag. But even if you don't put any fingers down, we still would like you to tag at least 3 people.
Right.
Right. So, let's do this.
All right. Never have I ever read a Stephen King novel.
Oh. Never have I ever liked a Daniel Steele novel.
Never have I ever thrown up because I drank too much tequila.
Never have I ever gotten into a physical altercation that did not involve whiskey.
I was gonna say never have I ever been kicked out of the bar, but that's not true. Never have I ever owned more than 1 copy of the same book.
Okay.
At least not without getting rid of one of them quickly.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's our never have I ever. So good luck to you.
Yes.
And if you want to comment below and let us know what your nevers were.
Yeah.
Or what you have done
That we haven't.
that we haven't. But yeah, so as usual, there will be some links down below where you can find us elsewhere on social media.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.